there, chat. Turns out my volume was off the entire time, but we are here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a very special edition of Red Seat Live Streams. My name is Corbin. We got ourselves a matchup tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a matchup tonight, folks. How we doing? Who's in the chat tonight? We got Mr. Money Mike Madness, who's always here and will never let me forget how bad I am at geography. We got Sports in the building. How are you? Daniel, how you doing? Whoa. Ah. Don't listen, chat. Don't listen, chat. Don't get me in trouble here. Is that coming through? That is definitely coming directly through the speakers and not the headphones. We'll figure that in a second. Let me say hello to everybody else. We got Cameron in the building. How you doing? Beantown, how are you? Damien, how you doing? Sorry I'm a little late, Chad. I was supposed to get on at exactly 7:50. But I've been trying to figure this out for a minute. I think we're going to try and figure this out. We're going to try and figure this out right now. I might just go into... We might just do this. And go, boom. Yeah, this feels right. This feels right. Let me get that up there. No, not new tab. New window. Ah, so close. Try the other one here. There it is. All right. Everything is set up. We're good to go. We got ourselves an absolute matchup, chat. An absolute matchup. Roman Anthony, Garrett Whitlock, and the United States of America going up against Cedon, Willie Abreu, Wilson Contreras, Ranger Suarez is in there somewhere. Wilson Contreras is in there, or Ranger Suarez is in there somewhere. I don't know if he's going to play. He might come in for relief innings. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I got to tell you, chat, it's a win-win for me. I said Venezuela was going to go and win this whole thing. Everyone said, Corbin, you're an idiot. I said, no, I'm not. Now they're in the finals. Plus, we got the United States of America and Roman Anthony who's been leading the charge. So, like, I don't care who wins. I think in my heart of hearts, I'm rooting for the United States, right? You gotta. But, like, Venezuela with like 3 Red Sox players on it, I can't sit here and be super upset if they win, you know? I can't do it. 19 months from Cody. Can we get some claps in chat for Cody? Thank you so much, man. He said, we got the change merchant himself, Tawny Canley. Yep, we are going to be talking about that tomorrow on the video tomorrow, which should be interesting. I don't really know. I mean, this is a clear minor league deal, right? It's probably got a couple of opt-outs, I'd imagine, a month or 2 into it. But we'll kind of see what ends up happening with Tommy. What's up, Dennis? How you doing? I got to figure... Oh, yeah. I got to figure out my headphone situation here because we cannot be having the game playing on the headphones. Can't have it. Simply cannot have it. Oh, I figured it out. We're good. All right, so game is at 8. Well, game's going to start like 8:15. This game always ends up starting way later than it's supposed to. We got Puerto Rico. Okay. Jeter was given some high praise for Roman on Fox Sports earlier. The rest of the cast was saying he's a future Dodger in the making. That hurts my soul. Hopefully not. We got him for another 8 years. Let's worry about that in the next decade. You know what I mean? For thinking they'd beat Team USA, seriously think Roman and Aaron Judge going to lose? Foolishness. I can't bet against the United States. I just can't do it. So we're just going to have to I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Like, to be honest with you, I'm perfectly fine with the United States winning. Like, I think I'm rooting for the U.S. tonight. I mean, what else are we supposed to do? Scuba's gonna be a Dodger next. That I could see. Although I don't know, he's in a free agent period that's really interesting because it's gonna be during the negotiation, basically. We'll do giveaways for the first game of the season, not tonight. The corn-fed portion of the show. What is this? What is this? Ticket to go to a game with me? Yeah, maybe, but like, I just don't want I don't want like a bunch of people wouldn't be able to do that. And also, I don't know. What if you hate me in real life, you know? Now you're stuck at a game with me for 3 hours. That would suck. This is kind of cool. Did they do this last WBC? I don't remember this. Like, I don't remember this giant presentation on this is like the Olympics, dude. It's sick. Oh, they're giving, okay, so they're doing homage to everybody, huh? Okay, so I figured out what all of these different people are doing, like, musically. It's the different areas the pool was played. So they did Puerto Rico, who did Puerto Rican, which was what? Pool A? Right? B was in the United States. C was in Japan, and D was in Miami? Fifth rotation spot battle is elite stuff. Yeah, there's been a lot of debate. I think the answer is ultimately going to end up being Oviedo. I don't think it's much of a competition anymore. Tommy Kahnle signed with the Red Sox. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that in tomorrow's. We've got some roster cuts. We've got some signing to talk about. It's going to be a pretty jam-packed video tomorrow, so make sure you're paying attention for that one. But I like Kahnle's interest in me. We'll see how the Red Sox utilize him. I'm curious to see if there's opt-outs in the contract, like how long the Red Sox would technically have him for. What's up, Connor? How you doing, man? Man, lot of Red Sox in here tonight, Chad. I'm just thinking about it. Like, no matter what, at least 2 Red Sox players win the WBC. Roman and Whitlock, or Contreras, Suarez, who really hasn't done much. He is. I'm a little worried about Suarez, not in terms of like, oh, he's going to be a bad signing or anything, but the fact that he's not getting a ton of innings before the season starts. Like, it's going to have to be, he's going to have to come in and do, I don't even know, probably at least 2 starts. Going to be a good game. It should be. Although I will say, Venezuela has to score runs tonight. They have to. Eduardo Rodriguez is going to give up runs. I wonder what the ratio is here. I wonder if it's more U.S. or more Venezuela. Cool opening. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I was saying it looks like the everyone say hi to my dad. It looks like the Olympics, doesn't it? This game over 8.5 runs. Yeah, I would put the over at 8. I would definitely take the over at 8.5. Again, you've got Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound. You would put Willier 4+ total bases? Oh, dude, I want Willier to have a big moment in this game so bad. It would be so sick. Venezuela does not need to score runs? What? Yeah, that's true. That's true. They do have McLean on the mound, who gave up a ton of runs in pool play. That's how they lost to Italy, right? Yeah, I think so. Give me a Willier home run answered by a Roman home run next inning. Oh. Can't win if you don't score a run? Okay, well, yeah. Touche, I suppose. Chad, how many live streams are there tonight? I know Baseball is Dead is doing one, right? Hogdale's obviously streaming. Robbie Hyde doing a watching? This opener's so cool. Yeah, dude, that's what I've been saying. This is way better than it was last WBC. Is Whitlock a guarantee coming out on the mound tonight? It sounds like if it's going to be a close game and they need to close it out, Mason Miller threw 20 pitches 2 days ago. So I'd imagine it's probably Whitlock to close it out. But also, Whitlock, how many did Whitlock throw? Section 10 is dead? No, Section 10 is not dead. It's just going through a transition period. They'll be back. I think I heard they'll be back next week or this week, somewhere in there. It'll be a long episode whenever they come back. They just transitioned out of Underdog. Yeah, dude, that last call against the United States was tough. That was tough. I was literally in bed watching on my TV, and I was legitimately shocked that the umpire called that a strike. I don't know, maybe from like our point of view, like the camera made it look like it was worse, but that was such a bad call to end that game. I don't know. Maybe they probably win, but with through 16, okay, so that should be fine. Yeah, shout out framing, I suppose. But yeah, that was just brutal, dude. That was a great game, dude. All the way through, that was such a great game until just like the last at bats. Because there was another one too, right? In that was it last inning or was it the inning before with Soto? Yeah, with Soto. But was that the same inning? In the 8th, yeah, I thought it was the inning before. Side view made it look better, but it was still a ball. Yeah, side view did make it look better. So when Brian Wilson would have played in this. I'm not sure Brian Wilson's still in a... Man, Mark DeRosa getting booed? It sounds like it might be mostly Venezuelan fans. Like these players are getting booed. This is an away game for the United States. What up, Jeroboam? Did you guys see the comments Roman Anthony made about Bregman today? A little bit sad. There's the kid. There's the kid. That's our GOAT right there, chat. The actual Captain America. Also, shocking that, not shocking, but just shocking in general that Will Smith's starting over Cal Raleigh in this. Rayleigh? Kyle Rayleigh? I don't think he can switch to number 3. Isn't number 3 retired for the Red Sox? What'd he say? He just said he's going to miss him, like, dearly. Said Roman Anthony or Alex Bregman was more integral to his career than anything else up until that point. That's crazy. The fact that we could have had Schwarber or Bregman hurt my soul? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Oh, Rafael away is 3. That's right. Thank you. Man, this is what time is this game supposed to start? 8 o'clock? It's already 8:10. Oh, the Venezuelan national anthem. Sing the U.S. anthem when it comes on? No. No. The longest intro to a game of all time. Dude, it's up there. No PCA today. No, it's Buxton in center. Not entirely sure why, as Buxton has not been great. There's our boy Willie. Wilson Contreras hasn't been playing much. Also a little bit of concern for me, considering he's not going to get a ton of time. Well, he'll get about a week actually when he comes back, right? Because he comes back, he'll be back probably in games Thursday, I'd imagine. Right? What's up, Spencer? Dude, Roman Anthony with a mustache would be next level elite. Maybe Buxton's good numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Let's see. Don't trust the Mets pitcher. Yeah, but you got to remember, Eduardo Rodriguez is the other guy on the bump. I don't know how much I trust him either. Let me look it up. Buxton, Byron Buxton versus Eduardo. Oh, manager wanted the right-left matchup. Mustache goatee. No. Yeah, like a Tony Stark on Roman Anthony. Yeah, that'd go hard too, actually. Yeah, Bryce Harper has been buns this series. That's true. Our outfield in its entirety was in the WBC. I just realized that. Yep. Oh, yeah, that'd be sick. I'm surprised they didn't do something like that, Damien. I think the U.S. is one of the worst national anthems musically. I don't know. It's definitely sing-alongable, I feel like. And Skeens is such a dog, dude. Knowing Erod either gets lit up early or shuts him down for 6 innings. Yeah, I'm just hoping it's not. I'm actually praying it's not the elite Erod you see like once every 3 starts, you know? Skeens looks like John Wick. Dude, Arise, what is it with Arise in the WBC, man? He absolutely demolishes the WBC. Oh, for the love of God. Team USA looks like they're at a funeral. Team USA is played with not a lot of fire this WBC. But, like, I feel like that happens all the time. I loved when we played our national anthem against Great Britain. Okay. I don't know what I trust more, Corbin's knowledge of geography, okay, or his ability to hold his liquor. What? I did one shot. We're gonna keep that going, by the way. How do I feel about the Kenley signing? I like it as Canley, Tommy Canley. Yeah, it's decent for depth. I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more. In terms of like what kind of contract it is, I'd imagine there's probably a couple opt-outs in there, but not until a little bit later. I'm definitely interested in it because the sort of like mid to like low leverage part of the Red Sox bullpen not looking like incredibly fantastic right now. Like it's like you've got Chapman who's going to be fine. Whitlock looks like a dog. Weiser was really good in the WBC. I think he's going to be fine. That's sort of like your back 3, right? Slayton's looked decent this spring. You signed Danny Coulomb, so you've got your kind of lefty there. But then you're like, you know, you get past that and it's okay. Kelly, I think, is a lock in the bullpen at this point, but like he's been interesting this spring. Like he doesn't look like he's improved all that much this spring, which makes me a little bit nervous. And then like the low relief guys, it's like Keller's looked like buns kind of. Who else would be in there? Watson, the Rule 5 pickup, he has not looked good in terms of swing and miss. He's getting scoreless innings, but there's just no swing and miss there, which makes me nervous. Like spring training, because he's coming in later in games, right? So you got to remember he's facing a bunch of minor leaguers. What's that going to look like? What's that going to look like against major league players? So I like the Canley because of that. I don't know how realistic it is that he gets playing time, but again, we'll talk about that. We're gonna dive into that and some roster moves. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. Again, really think we should have kept Bernie. Yeah, but like Bernie doesn't fully solve the sort of low medium leverage or the low medium leverage, yeah, situation. It's just sort of like, it's like, okay, you've got like where would you put him? Unrelated, but who do you think will sign Skeen when his contract is up? I don't know, dude. I have this like terrible feeling. Maybe it's because we've seen like one or two Pirates pitchers enter this pipeline, but dude, the Yankees, like it's just like I don't know. It scares me. Rockies, yeah, imagine that. You know, I could low key like this is gonna be a wild. This is gonna be a wild answer here, but the Athletics, I feel like low key once they get their new stadium is gonna start to. They want one big name, right? And they have big names on their team, but they want to sign a big name, right? And that might line up kind of perfectly with when Skeens is a free agent. We'll see. San Francisco. Oh, that's not a bad one either. How many years out is he from free agency? It's got to be like what? 3 or 4? I've had that same nightmare. Yeah, dude. Don't you just like to me, I just like I look at Skeens and I'm like, oh no, dude. Yeah, Boston should sign him, but I'm just saying, like, you look at that guy and immediately you're just sitting there going, oh no. Right? Like that's just every time in my head, that's just what I feel like. Is Marcel the biggest question mark for the Sox right now? Ooh. Do I think he's the biggest question mark? You know what? Low key, no. Because I think for as much of a sort of report that they've built on Marcelo, I sit there with that and I'm like, because we know he's going to play good defense, right? And we know he's going to be solid against righties because he was last year at the major league level. And I think he's going to be able to do that at the major league level this year. My biggest question mark are two things: is backup catcher, which Connor talked about, because Wong was so bad last year. And the other biggest question mark for me is where do you get your right-handed power against lefties from? Right? Because Willier needs to be better. He's going to be playing every day. He needs to be better against lefties. Duran needs to be better against lefties. You don't have Romy, you don't have Ref Snyder. And those were like the two biggest reasons you were really good against left-handed. Do you guys remember in 24, 23, the Red Sox were like terrible against lefties. And it really kind of sank their season because later in games, all teams would do is put in whatever left-handed reliever they had, and it worked out every time. So for me, it's like, okay, can you figure out your ability to hit lefties this season without Romy for a long time, without Ref Snyder at all? Yeah, it should be Cameron. I'm interested to see if the Dodgers win 10 consecutive World Series. Any chances the Dodgers go bankrupt? No, no, no. What is this? Okay, could someone explain to me what this big arch burger is from McDonald's? Like it looks just like a Big Mac without the bun in the middle. Is that what it is? This is totally off topic, but like what is the difference between a Big Mac and a big arch burger? Is it just like is it like a crap ton of meat? The CEO made it go viral. Yeah, low key. Part of me is like, did he do that on purpose, or did they start that on purpose? Different sauce, raw onions and crispy onions with lettuce and tomato. So there's a lot of onions on it. Oof. Don't the Dodgers have like $1 billion deferred? Yeah, they got a lot. Is any of Mookie's deal deferred? I don't even know. I kind of I kind of just stopped like even thinking about Mookie after that happened. 3 slices of cheese. So there's 3 slices of cheese. There's 2 patties in there. There's regular onions. There's crispy onions. My Lord. Any chance Wong gets demoted? I think there is a legitimate chance Wong gets demoted. Foo Fighter intro? Let's go. The way Tully has looked lately, do you think there's a chance he actually lands a pen? I don't know, dude. I really want him. Like, I get all the reasons not to, but I look at like Sale's progression. I look at Crochet's progression in the bullpen. I'm like, he could be that guy. I don't know. Chat, this is maybe the most hyped up I've been for a game since playoffs. No, man. You're not like the others. Now, that was Bobby Dahlbeck who needed that eye surgery. He did get that eye surgery. He's out there pimping balls in Japan. What's up, Lethal? How you doing? You ready for a big old game? Here we go, boys. You heard Wong needed it too? I haven't seen that. I really haven't seen much about... The only thing I saw about Wong was the hand surgery, but that was about it. 30 minutes into stream, we are starting this game. Well, starting to start this game. I'm doing all right, Lethal. I'm doing all right. All right, chat. Is anyone in here seriously rooting for Venezuela? I know I got the Venezuelan jersey behind me, but like... I want to see... I don't know, dude. I think I'm happy either way, low-key. Like, that sounds crazy because I live in the United States and Roman Anthony's on the U.S. team, especially with Whitlock in there. So, yeah, it feels like, yeah, for me specifically, it feels like a win-win. I've been rooting for the Red Sox this series. Who do we have that can cover first if Costas goes down for full season again? Contreras. I don't think Wilson Contreras is in the starting lineup, actually. Oh my God, dude. Acuna is on fire right now. Just on fire. Let me see if Wilson Contreras is in the starting lineup. I really don't think he is. He hasn't been playing much this series. Yeah, Wilson Contreras is in the starting lineup. At least it was a single, not a home run. Yeah, this guy. I would low key run. I would low key run if I'm Acuna. Test Will Smith early, dude. Michael Garcia low key having a crazy WBC too. The Kansas City Royals look kind of scary. Immediate double play, huh? Oh, that's one way to do it, chat. Well, that's one way to do it. This is either going to be an incredibly low scoring, like heart racing game, or it's going to be an absolute slugfest. There's really no in between. Alrighty. Who's my sneaky trade candidate at the trade deadline for any team in the league? I don't know what the Red Sox are going to need at the deadline, to be fair. So I can't really give you an answer for that. Because I would tell you it's probably a power bat somewhere, but like what if the Red Sox have power bats and they're missing some bullpen depth or whatever? Man, I feel like I'm super behind on this. What just happened for you guys? Did Luis Ariz like just pop out for you guys? Oh, no, just like who would be available? A sneaky one. Ezekiel Tova. You just saw the double play? Okay, so you're way behind me. That makes you feel better. That makes you feel a lot better. All right, chat. Just like we did last game too. We'll do live broadcast call for Red Sox players. So Roman and Willie, I think, are the only two. Wilson's not playing. Hey, I'm not. I didn't see that, band. I didn't see that. Low-key kind of surprised they have Roman so far down. Like, I get it. It's left on left. But, like, brother, Roman also hit an absolute ding-dong off of left on left at a guy who throws way harder than Erod does. So, why can't we just put Roman? I'm surprised, dude. If I'm DeRosa, I'm putting Roman, like, 4 or 5. I get it. He's got to put his stars. He's got to put the veterans up there, but I don't know. It's like the Rockies beating the Padres. I'm watching on the Fox One app. I figured it'd be pretty much the same thing. Can't believe Roman's doing this at 21. It's genuinely shocking. Like, it really is. Like, legitimately, when was the last time? And I get it. The WBC kind of allows you to do this, which makes it pretty, like, like Mookie coming up didn't play in the WBC, so it's tough to sit there and be like, oh yeah, like Mookie never had this hype. But like, you sit there and it's like, when was the last time a Red Sox prospect had this WBC final? Should be called the Driveline final. Why? But like, you've got Roman, you've got Aaron Judge, you've got Alex Bregman, you've got Bryce Harper, you've got David Ortiz, you've got Albert Pujols. All of these guys saying like, yeah, Bobby Witt Jr. just smacked a baseball. To the warning track. Whoo! My Lord, was that close. Dude, if you told me like 5 years ago that Eduardo Rodriguez would be starting the championship game in the WBC for Venezuela, I would have been like, no, he's not. Why are you hitting Bryce Harper second? I don't get it. I get it. He's a big dude. He's a guy who could punish you at any point, but he has looked awful this WBC. Like, it's not even like he's gotten unlucky. He got one hit that was unlucky. It was supposed to go out, but Houston kind of brought it back in. Outside of that, man, he has been about as like off as you could possibly be. Hey, Robbie, what's going on? Congratulations on the new house. Hope everything's settling in well for you. Both sides, pitchers and hitters, use Driveline over the last couple of years. Hey, don't tell the old heads that, Nick. That is the devil of baseball. Don't tell anyone. I wonder what Judge's career off of Erod is. It's got to be pretty good, I'd imagine. I don't remember Erod being exactly a Yankee killer. Maybe Dombrowski was right about Harper. I don't know, dude. It's spring. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's spring training, right? But I don't know. There's part of me that's like, he just doesn't look good. My take is that Tristan Casas will come back and be a Titan. A Titan, huh? He kind of has to come back first, so we'll see. All right, 2-2 on Judge, 2 outs. I can't even look at my screen. Don't look at the screen if you don't want it spoiled. Hey, you don't know, Mike. You could be. You could be. That was a big first inning. That was a big first inning for Rodriguez here. That's an inning that builds confidence. I'm not gonna lie to you. Although Bobby was like what 3 feet off of a home run. Bryce Harper looked buns. Judge Loki's had some tough strikeouts. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, chat. Lest we lose him in the expansion draft. Dude, the expansion draft's going to be interesting, huh? Once it ends up actually happening, obviously. Also, did you guys get MLB Show 26? I did get it. Do I shotgun if the US wins? So I was iffy on 26. I didn't like 25 at all. But I'm coming back to 26 because they got rid of seasons. Seasons for me ruin the game. As someone who can't play all the time, seasons ruin me. But I came back this year because there's no seasons. The menus are terrible. In 26. Opening day in Worcester. I'll be there Saturday. 25 didn't have seasons? Yes, it did. Did 25 not have seasons? Am I an idiot? I could have sworn 2025 have seasons. 2024 had seasons? Oh, maybe I didn't even play 25. Do I play franchise? Not really, no. I do Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty. What's up, Jack? How are you? Watching the stream on the computer, game on the phone, and playing the show? Dude, you have it lined up perfectly, Spencer. I thought about not streaming tonight and ripping the MLB Show with this, but there's no way I was gonna be able to focus on MLB Show. Right now, I'm trying to grind out. I'm just doing all the WBC programs right now. You had the I did. Yeah, I bought MLB The Show to play with members in that stream. I forgot about that. So I suppose I do have MLB The Show 25. But for business purposes only. Whew. You know what I will say? Noah McLean. He looks pretty good. Imagine Noah McLean comes out of here as Captain America. That'd be sick. After his terrible start with Italy. Dude, I'm literally 3 pitches behind. Are you guys just behind right now? What's Willier hitting? 7th? Man, they got Willie hitting 7th. You heard the Red Sox the Infinity finish? You can use it. Yeah, I know, Spencer. We'll play some MLB Show this year for sure on stream. I might do a couple public streams with it, just like randomly during the season. If I had to put money on what overall you would say Roman Anthony will be at the end of the year. Another strikeout. Noah McLean is kind of moving right now. What Roman will be at the end of the year? Probably like an 87. What, Mike? Yeah, I don't really understand MLB Show's ratings. I can't figure it out. I have no idea how it works. Like, how is Garrett Crochet only an 87? He was second in Cy Young last year. Am I missing something? All right, Tovar's a couple of hits so far here. Judge is a 90. Dude, this is what I mean. Judge is the best player in baseball. What's Ohtani? Like a 93? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't understand the grading system here. Devs must be Dodger fans. True. Dude, MLB 21 is by far and away the best show that we've ever had, but it's also the best like grading system they ever had. Like, they knew exactly, like good players were rated really good. You could use some live series cards like deep into the year. You can't do that with the new MLBs. You just sort of like, you use them for a couple of seconds and that's it. Roman's going to be 95. He's going to be the best player in baseball. That'd be sick. Yeah, that's true, Spencer. Everyone's literally creaming their pants over Roman. And what he looks like going into the year. It's going to be insane. Yeah. It genuinely very, very high expectations for Roman at this point. Willier almost smacked that baseball. No, MLB The Show 21 was by far and away the best show. MLB 23 was decent, actually. I didn't hate MLB 23. I never liked the seasons, but yeah, you're right. The hitting was different in 23. Like, it felt like everyone was good at hitting in 23. Oh, Willier just missed that baseball. All right, hey, it's Roman Anthony inning. Buckle in, chat. Oh, wait, I was supposed to call Willier Braves at bat. I'm calling Roman Anthony's. We got Schwarber, Bregman, Anthony, chat. What could have been? What could have been, chat? Roman will hit 40. I don't think Roman will hit 40, dude. I'll be so happy if Roman hits over 20. Yeah, I should be there, Nick. That's the plan. I got to get a GoPro, actually. Yeah, I'm going with my brother. We're going to do some press stuff for Worcester on Saturday. I'm going to do more interviews this year, chat. Last year, I didn't do any interviews. I don't know. I felt like I was missing a part of my channel. I really liked when I did the interviews. They didn't get a ton of views, but it really, like, I felt like it sort of, like, broke up the season a little bit. You know what I mean? What does Hamilton do in Milwaukee? I don't know. I think he's playing mostly third base. I would love to be wrong, but I think Roman is 30 home runs at best. And like 30 home runs at best, like, that's not bad, you know? It's not bad. I'm not rooting against Willier. I'm rooting for Willier to do well. I'm just hoping. Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping Willier has a huge moment, and then I'm hoping the United States ultimately wins. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. You know, we're getting into the swing of the game here. I'm hoping things start to heat up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. See, like, I'm still on a commercial here, and it's already 1-1. That's crazy. Let me try something else here. Am I going to be posting series recap every series or videos after every game? So I do series. I do every series. I'll do a recap. And then as we get through the series, if big things happen, we'll do individual videos about it. And then if And then like if an individual player is doing well, we do sort of we still do 6 videos a day or a day. Oh my god, six videos a week. It'll be a little bit more pressure packed. Like it'll be more. This is what happened last night. This is what's going on right now. This is the news, the ups, the downs, all that sort of stuff. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. I'm so far behind. I'm still on Schwarber right now. You have the WBC Roman already parallel 5 Spencer, brother. We need to have a conversation. Man, Erod low-key dealing right now. Italy ruined the WBC? No, dude. Italy made this WBC. I think Italy really helped this WBC. I was going to say, Jack, you'd say that about literally every single player in this lineup, I think. He swung? Blue. Do I think I'd rather have Ranger and Durbin or just Bregman? Ask me that question again towards the end of the year. That's the answer to your question. The real answer is I don't know, because Durbin's such an unknown in my opinion. Does Bregman strike out too? There's no way. Oh no. Ground ball first base. Arise wins the foot race. Here comes Roman Anthony. Nice, Kenneth. Yeah, this is my collection of Roman and Marcelo cards. Look at this. It's getting a little unhealthy. It's getting a little unhealthy, Chad. I'm actually making a Roman Anthony Marcelo like rack right here. All right, here we go. I'm a little bit behind, but here we go. First pitch, inside fastball sinker, specifically 93 miles an hour on the inside part of the plate. That's to be ball 1. Come on, Roman. Check swing on a cutter on the outside part of the zone, but it clips the zone. That's going to be strike 1 for Roman. Fixing the batting gloves here. Just getting himself right. Our king, Roman Anthony. Taking another ball on the outside. That was a curveball, basically in the other batter's box. Kid's just got a good eye, you know what I mean? Eduardo Rodriguez is sweating bullets. He's terrified of this young kid. Roman Anthony doesn't even have a bead of sweat on his body. That's 3-1. But he's just pouring sweat down. Eduardo Rodriguez doesn't even know what day it is. He's trying to get Roman out. Roman taps the grounder back up to the pitcher. Pretty close play. But that is going to be out number 3. It is still 0-0. Pretty quick here. We're already into the 3rd inning. Do Venezuela have pitching depth left? Not really. I'm curious to see if they're allowed to use Suarez at all. How many pitches did Suarez throw? Couldn't have been too much. Although, low-key, I don't know how much they trust Suarez right now. Chad, I feel bad I'm so behind. But it sounds like you guys are kind of in the same spot. Let me try Tubi. Let me try Tubi while I'm waiting here. This isn't going to be easy. Nah, dude. Venezuela's low-key a team of destiny. Roman just grounded out for you. Yeah, you're behind. Doesn't look like Tubi. Yeah. Tubi doesn't have it. Okay. All right, chat. We're just going to have to deal with it. Maduro? I don't even know who that is. In a finals game, there's always an element of randomness. Yeah, dude, I kind of love the one-off baseball games, I'll be honest. Like MLB series is it makes it so unique for the playoffs because it's not just like you're sweating it out for weeks at a time at some points, right? But there's something so like just from pitch 1 to pitch whatever 200, you're just locked into these games. And it's because it's a one-game elimination, you know? Sadon, Netherlands. It's right there. Wait, did you get the home? I can only buy the home ones, which sucks. Yeah, I'm just not going to respond to any sort of political comments here, folks. Not going to happen. Look at Salvi, huh? Low-key, a lot of hits right now, just nothing crazy. They're hitting a lot of singles, but that's about it. Man, I can't believe Wilson Contreras hasn't been starting at all. I guess, Suarez hits a home run last night. Luis Ariz looks really good right now. It's tough to be like, hey, man, we're sitting either of those guys. But Contreras has had some solid moments so far. I'd love to see him get into a game. But I guess not. Only the home was an option. I don't know why they don't allow you to get the away jerseys are so much better because they've got all the different colors, like the bright blue one or like the USA dark blue one. The Netherlands is like navy and like orange. That's sick. Like even Great Britain's red one is much better. Man, Mike, you've got yourself a wild collection here. Yeah, he caught in the exhibition game, Salty. It's Willier. It's a Willier Venezuela jersey. Dude, listen, McLean is low-key dealing. Not even low-key, McLean is dealing, dude. He's getting some ugly swings out of Venezuela right now. This is the Mets like top prospect, right? It's like Jonathan and him. This is the guy we were talking about trading Duran for that everyone hated. That's crazy. Did you hear that? He touched 98 once with the Mets last season. He's thrown 7 this year. That's insane. Buddy's adrenaline is through the roof right now. Venezuela looks aggressive at the plate. They've been aggressive at the plate the entire series here. Season? Tournament's probably the right word. Wait, Noah McLean's still a rookie this year? That's crazy. It sucks so bad that Marcelo's not a rookie. He's like not a rookie by like 4 games. That would have been so good for us if we had Marcelo, because the foul ball. Did we talk about Peyton Tully today? No, we really haven't talked about much Red Sox stuff today, actually. We talked about Tommy Kahnle. That's kind of it. Oh, we talked about how it's not really a battle for the rotation anymore. It's Oviedo, unless he gets hurt. I did want to talk about the fact that Alex Cora was kind of like, yeah, we're a little bit nervous about Ranger Suarez not getting enough innings, which is like pretty fair considering the fact that he's only made 4 starts. Oh, there's a walk. They've got something brewing here. Dude, I'm low-key. I'm walking Acuna in this WBC right now. Look at our boy Wilson. I cannot wait for Wilson Contreras in a Red Sox uniform. I genuinely think he's going to be really good. I know I've said that a few times, but I do genuinely think he's going to be very good. Going to be tough to turn 2 here. Garcia quick. Acuna obviously super fast. Whew, that was a dangerous sweeper. Just like dead right side of the plate. Perfect for a righty to just pull out of here. But we have the depth to handle Suarez needing a few starts at AAA. True. But I don't know. I kind of hate it. Like you can't really option him down to AAA. I suppose you could do like a Phantom IL, but talked about Roman Anthony, Wong, Suarez, Kahnle, and other Sox players in the WBC. Okay, so we got some Sox talk in here. All right, Noah, come on, brother. We need a ground ball here. No, we don't. We need a strikeout here, actually. Or any out, actually. Because there's no way you're going to be able to turn 2. There's just no way. Unless it's super hard hit to third base. You don't trust McLean in the WBC? I don't know. He's pretty good. Oh. Well. Never mind. Okay. All right. We got ourselves a second and third situation. Come on, Noah. Like I was saying earlier, the United States is going to have to score runs. Did I jinx us, chat? How many Wong Dongs do we get this season? Like 4. Maybe. I'd be so happy with 4, actually. Do we have another pass ball? Oh, man. Garcia crushed that. Buxton got it. All right. It's 1-0. Dude, this crowd has to be like 70% Venezuela. Like, this crowd has to be at least 70% Venezuela. I found out last night that the highest Venezuelan population in the U.S., Miami, which makes sense. You'd be pleasantly surprised with a single Wong Dong? Yeah. I just said that, AZ. You must have also been paying attention to the... Man, great pitch there. What are they chanting in the background? I literally can't hear that. Like, what is that chant? I used to live in Doral, part of Miami. They call it Doris Vela. Dude, the stadium in the semifinal was unbelievable. When the quarterfinals, when Willie Abreu hit that home run against Japan, that place was rocking, dude. That place was shaking. They're chanting Corbin. They want me in there. Man, Arise slammed that baseball. All right, boys, let's score some runs, huh? We got Will Smith. We got Bryce Terang, who's been a dog. And we got Buxton for some reason, but he's here. Man, just an all-time. We need to get... Why are drums not in like U.S. baseball games? Why don't we have a drum quartet? Do I want to talk about Caleb Durbin? I always want to talk about Caleb Durbin. We had 12 Wongdongs in AAA. Yeah. The organ is iconic. The organ is a bore, dude. You get like before the games, you get then you got another one over there going then you got another one over there going and they're all together. That's elite. Add in one of those. I agree, AZ, dude. We need to see more of this in U.S. baseball for sure. It is genuinely the worst thing in the world, Christian. It's genuinely the worst thing in the world. Because when the Red Sox are losing, I'm heated at Red Sox games. We need some Japanese taiko drums? Sure. You need something. Why are local sports guys sleeping on the Sox while the national guys are all in? It's a pretty simple answer, Paul. It's that the national reporters, for the most part, right? Some of them did, but for the most part, did not get the full story and scope of the offseason, right? We like the local reporters and the local fans and stuff got a different explanation as to what this offseason was going to look like versus what it actually does look like. And I think a lot of people locally are not degrading is the wrong word, but dismissing the Red Sox a little bit because of the expectations that were lined up at the beginning of the year and not simply just looking at what the team looks like on paper. So weird for the 5 first Sox series this year against NL teams. Interleague was a mistake. I don't think it was a mistake at all. I think it's more because us in the United States are ready for MLB, but for the people in other countries, it's a big thing. I don't know. But why does that mean that they get drums and the U.S. doesn't? Like, if you go to like a Venezuelan's got a league, if you go to a Venezuelan league game, they're playing drums. Why can't we do that? Cleveland Stadium has like bands play during the games. Why can't we do that? Instead of playing Sweet Carolina all the time when the Sox are losing, they should do the Price is Right sad wah wah. Yeah, bring that one guy on Lansdowne Street. Let's do that. Yeah, that guy who bangs on the pots. That guy? Let's get that guy. It's a pastime, not an aerobics class. I hate that. Like, okay, so it's a pastime, which means we all have to sit in our seats and stay still and politely clap when guys hit home runs. No. Yeah, the vuvuzelas were terrible, but we don't need vuvuzelas. I'm saying like drums or something. All right, we got a base runner. The United States has a base runner. With Cal Raleigh having the season he had last year, how is he not playing more this WBC? Because he's been bad. That's genuinely the answer. He's not been good this season here. Yeah, let's bring that in then. Let's get the guy in Cleveland with a drum and get him into most stadiums. That'd be sick. Like, imagine a drum line that's like, doof, 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 doof. It sounds like a marching like gladiator as Roman Anthony comes up to the plate in like the 7th inning with the bases loaded. Doof, 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 doof. It's like, doof, doof. You know? Yeah, sure. Brass bands. Let's get some trumpets. Let's get some, dude, a saxophone would be so much better than an organ. Drink beer and eat. You can't drink a beer and eat hot dogs while there's people around you playing the drums or the saxophone or something. Yeah, okay, yeah, just hire the Dropkick Murphys. That works too. Yeah, true. It'd have to be like an organ that could play a bunch of different songs, right? Ew, Mike. Dude, I can't believe this is Eduardo Rodriguez. I will. Yeah, you're kind of right. The United States offense has been real quiet. Yeah, see, every little thing is gonna be all right. Dude, oh, the bagpipes would be brutal. In high school, the drum section used to lay shipping up to Boston for the first drive. See, and that's in high school. Why can't we do that for the first pitch of the game? Yeah, the only reason the United States isn't playing Cal Raleigh is because he doesn't shake hands with teammates. Good call, Beantown. Bagpipes would kill. I ain't born to you just for today. Bobby Witt Jr.'s walk up is that Sweet Emotions? Sing funny, yeah. Sing fun, laugh to sing for to you. Single women just for today. Yeah, that's not Sweet Emotion. What is that? Maybe it is Sweet Emotion. Don't get me wrong. I love the nostalgia. That's Dream On. Thank you. I knew it was Aerosmith. Don't get me wrong. I love the nostalgia of Fenway, but they could do something with those damn metal bars in between each section. It is brutal, dude. It is brutal. Is US just not as good? They haven't done much lately besides Roman. Nah, it's just teams, dude. The problem is it's maximum 7 games, right? You play 4 pool play games. You play 3 playoff games, which means like a team can go into a slump together. It's like series, right? You could have a series where the team just doesn't hit well, but the next series they're fine, right? If it was a 15 game set here for these teams, you probably see a much bigger, better, badder United States. Connor Wong for backup USA catcher. Yeah, dude, I'm surprised they didn't ask him. The way DR was before the semifinal. Yeah, exactly. You got like a big thing too is Bryce Harper's been bad this WBC. Buxton's looked bad this WBC. Cal Raleigh's looked bad this WBC. Like that's 3 heavy hitters that have looked bad this WBC. Like I love Roman, and Roman absolutely could go toe to toe with any of these guys, but like he shouldn't be the star, you know? Like he should be. That's the wrong way to put it, but like he also shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Is that a dumb way of putting it? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like Harper, Judge really hasn't had a signature moment yet. He's had a couple home runs, but like they've been in kind of low leverage situations. In fact, Judge has had some pretty big strikeouts. I wish every regular season was electric as every game happening in the WBC. Oh yeah, dude, it'd be crazy. Bregman's another guy. Bregman has what, 1 hit this WBC, right? That's 4 of your 9 that were your starting lineup game 1 who have like 1 or 2 hits each. So it's tough to be like, yeah, oh wow, they're still going Noah. No, Aaron Judge not coming. Yeah, dude, Judge is there's got to be a part of Judge that sits there with like big moments, and like every single time in the back of his head, he's like, I'm not going to deliver here, and someone's going to say something about it, and then he doesn't because of that. And I'm sure he definitely like doesn't really pay attention to online stuff, but like there's got to be part of him that's like, oh my god, I'm gonna blow this. Because legitimately, that's all he does. Who do you think's more valuable on this team? Durbin or Bregman? Right now, it's Bregman because Durbin hasn't proven he can kind of do the Bregman stuff. Also, it's pretty hard to believe we gave out 2 home runs against Manny's son. I do low key. Manny's son was really good. There's got to be a way for the Sox to find there's got to be a way for the Red Sox to find a way to get Manny's son in this organization because he looks a whole lot better than D'Angelo Ortiz does. Wow, that should have been strike 3, but it's not. So now it's 2-2. Like, how does D'Angelo Ortiz doing here? Not spring training. I don't like. He's not gonna get any spring training games, but yeah, David Ortiz's son, D'Angelo Ortiz. Angelo Ortiz. Here he is. He is 23. He's 21. First baseman, classic. He looked all right. He looked all right in low A this year. Like, he looked all right. Just no power. How are you David Ortiz's son with no power? Which is Breslow being Breslow. Jack, what's up, A-Sox? How are you expecting Breslow to go and get Manny's son from the Angels? Big Poppy started off slow. True. It's a good point. If Suarez comes into the season and starts being a contact machine, I'm going to get so much crap, dude. Went right over my head, Jack. All right, guys. I'm just saying he didn't have a lot of power last year. I'm not saying he's never going to have any power. I'm just saying I figured David Ortiz's son can't be bothered to switch apps. No, he's a lefty. Ooh. What role does Eaton play this year? It's going to be kind of tough, dude. Eaton, he's so good, but there just might not be a spot on the bench for him to start the year, to be honest with you. Like, you need IKF to be there, unfortunately, because you paid him so much money. And Monasterio could play second base, and it sounds like Marcelo's going to be your second baseman against righties. Eaton can't really play second base. If he could, I think that'd be your answer, but I don't think he can. So I don't know. That's going to be the bench is going to be probably the most intriguing part of it. Because, like, the regular lineup's figured out, which is nice, right? Last year, we didn't have that. It was dramatic, and I was getting a lot of views, but it was stressful. We didn't know who was going to be where. This year, you kind of know. Monasterio could pinch run, Steven. IKF's pretty fast, too. Those are probably your 2. Man, Torres is getting put in a blender. A blender by McLean. I wish I could delay just like one. I wish I could delay one of these. I wonder if I can. Filter. Aha. I do have a bit of a delay here. Let's go 5 and see how that goes. 1 Mississippi. All right, let's try that. Man, who would have thought that this was going to be a pitcher's duel, chat? Hear me out, cut IKF anyways. You can't sit him in AA, dude. You can't even sit him in AAA. Like, you can't do it because you'd have to DFA him to do it unless he accepts an option, which why would he? He's making $6.5 million, and there's going to be a team that wants him on the bench. There's no way. And to be fair, IKF is fairly valuable. Like I hate to say it because I do think it's like, can Eaton be that guy? Could Sogard be that guy? But like, as much as I don't love the IKF signing, I sit there with it. It's you could back up basically any position on the infield with elite defense. Like that's a huge plus. There's a reason winning teams put IKF on the bench. Like at the end of the day, that's just the facts. Does Canely bring anything to the Sox? Mostly depth right now. I'd be interested to see if his first month goes well. I think it'll be a different conversation, Christian. But for right now, it's depth. Brendan Rodgers, I feel so bad for Brendan Rodgers. He just announced that he just got surgery today. Feel bad for him. Think another ALS team's gonna get a shot at the Dodgers in the World Series again. It's got to be. I think all three of the favorites in the AL are right there, outside of maybe Seattle. Looks like the Red Sox are banking on pitching to carry this team. Yeah, I think the pitching will be the strong suit. I don't know that fully carries them. That makes sense? Dang, dude. This is still like super ahead of me. It's like 2 pitchers ahead now, not 3. We try again. All right, up this to like 7. Okay, try that. All right, there's strike 1. All right, let's try that. I'm just worried if Roman gets hurt. We saw what happened last year. I have faith in. I have faith in a lot of the other players. Willier, Contreras, Durbin, I think it's going to be solid offensively. Story stays healthy. I think he'll be a lot better. Good. If someone claims it means the Sox don't pay the full $6.5 million. Yeah, dude. They pay $6.425 million. Like, I think the Red Sox are going to want. They pay $6.25 million. Sorry. I think the Sox are going to want that. What is chat saying? I don't know. People still to this day think the Red Sox offense is going to be terrible. I've made the argument 1,000 times. They're not going to be terrible. I think people are way overrating it. We'll see. 2-1 on Aaron Judge, though. Yeah, Story did hit a triple today. League average? No, they'll be a top 10 offense. I guarantee it. They have the exact same offensive lineup as the second half of the Red Sox after they traded Rafael Devers. After that trade, they were a top 12-ish offense in baseball. Plus, you're getting a full year of Roman Anthony. Plus, you're getting a second year of Durbin. Plus, you're getting a full year of Marcelo, hopefully. You added Wilson Contreras. Narvaez is healthy. Williard looks much, much better. Let's just see. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, I agree, Timothy. Oh, my God. Aaron Judge, dude. We got to have a conversation about this. Someone needs to turn on the Jets here. We're sleeping. We're sleeping. Trevor Story had 95 RBIs last season. True. Anyone else here? I don't know, dude. You ever met a guy by the name of Roman Anthony? How am I still so far behind? AL East is gonna be fun. It's gonna be an absolute bloodbath, dude. It genuinely is gonna be in an absolute bloodbath. All right, we got Schwarber on base. Someone's got to have a big hit. It's just how it's supposed to go here, chat. Someone's got to have a big hit. How many catchers interference by Narvaez this season? Way less. Narvaez was such a good defensive catcher last year. And you guys got to remember, that was his rookie year too. I feel like people forget about that. That was his rookie year too. Still 3 pitches behind. This is ridiculous. Bregman, brother. Someone do something. Good thing Roman Anthony's up. Ooh, almost hit Bregman. Get Roman up with some runners on base, please. Thank you. And they do nothing with it there. 2-2. What is Venezuela chanting? I want to know so bad. Because that's how we go, like, push. You know what I mean? What are they saying? Are they saying strikeout or swing? That's my guess, officially. But I have no idea. Oh, okay. So what are they chanting? Are they literally chanting strikeout? Ah, the U.S. Brother, sisters, friends, and family. Nine more days. That is true. We're getting close. This week, next week, our stream is going to be a live Red Sox game stream. Isn't that crazy to say? This just felt like the longest off season in a long time. I feel like last off season there was at least like, I guess the Red Sox didn't do as much. Punche? Oh, I wonder if that's punchy, like punch out. I wonder if that's right. Bats have been quiet for a while. Yeah, it's been a long time. Let's see what strikeout is here. Strikeout. JK. Okay, strikeout. .410, such a clutch start time for opening day. Yeah, I know. I'm excited for the .410 start time. Wish Will Fleming was on. I still think Will ends up eventually in there. The Venezuelan fans are chanting, "We ate pizza after eating Italy." Dude, I love Venezuelan baseball, dude. They just know how to do it. They just know how to do it. Who sings Sweet Caroline? Neil Diamond. Wong or Dice on the roster? Dice is kind of falling off a little bit, honestly. Willier's bat flip was iconic, dude. Like they just know how to do it. This. All right, Willie. Strike one on Willie Abreu. All right, we're calling these. I forgot about this. Strike one on Willie Abreu was a slider on the inside part of the plate. Had a big moment for Venezuela, and he has a big moment again. Willie Abreu, dead center field. He's running around the bases. The helmet comes off. He's screaming. This is Willie's tournament. Oh, my Lord, Willier. Oh, my Lord, Willier. Dead center. Oh, my God, dude. That was a absolute cruise missile. Dude, that was crazy. Roman leads off next inning. Could you imagine, chat? Could you imagine? Yeah, true. Who is saying that? The announcer said the Boston Red Sox have won the World Classic. Yes, they have, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, they have. That is 4 total bases, true. Who bet on that? Someone bet on that. Talk your stuff, Joe Davis. This guy knows what he's talking about. Best announcer in the league. Who did? Yeah, someone predicted it pregame. Dude, Willie Abreu is a god. USA needs to respond. Yeah, dude. USA needs to score a run next inning. And guess who's up to bat first? Yeah. Yeah. The Roman Anthony. How many home runs for Red Sox players? It's got to be. I think it's 11, isn't it? I think it's 11. Only time I'm sad Willier homered. I'll be sad that Willier homered if the US loses. If they don't lose and Willie homered, I'm happy about it. Good time to be a Sox fan? Yeah. Yeah. Roman, Eaton, Willier, Cedon, who else? Roman is 2. Willier has 2. That's 4. Eaton has 1. That's 5. Cedon has 1. That's 6. Duran has 2. That's 7. 8. Who am I missing, chat? I'm missing somebody. Someone else is a homer here. Talk about how well getting Wilyer Brave. True. Contreras? No. Yoshida. Yoshida has 2. That's 10. Or am I missing any here? Did Yoshida have 3? Oh, Duran had 3, didn't he? What's up, Vader? Thanks for coming in from New Zealand, man. Yoshida had 1? No, I thought Yoshida had 2. Oh, Duran has 3. That's still 10. Duran had 3. Oh, dude, the Wilyer card in MLB The Show is going to be unbelievable. Hit one in a pre-tourney game. Yeah, but that kind of counts. Like, we'll count it. Yeah, Yoshida's 2. Okay. Yeah, we'll count it. We'll count it. I need Roman Anthony go yard here more than I need life, dude. Imagine Wilyer Abreu goes yard and Roman answers it back with a home run of his own. Oh, yeah, that's true, AZ. Feels good to be a Red Sox fan right now, Chad, not going to lie. Dude, I'm trying to match up this score bug to where my game is at, so it's not like totally out of sync with me. I don't even know if I can get close here. If you're counting, oh yeah, please, please. Yeah, dude, we need Roman right here more than we need life. Hits a bomb, I'm sad. Dude, you missed it by like 20 seconds. Tough. Nice pick from Harper, though. I wonder if Wilyer can provide the power that Devers did. Dude, all right, Roman. Roman Anthony. We've got 1 hit. We have 1 hit in 5 innings against Eduardo Rodriguez. Oh. Are we serious? As this tournament gets bigger, the U.S. are going to field a progressively better teams. How do you get better than this? Like, who's missing from this U.S. roster? Crochet, and that's like it. I don't know who else you'd put on this. Like, what position player are you missing? Max Fried? Yeah, maybe. You know, I've thought about this. You know how you could change your roster? Like, you could change your roster from pool play to semifinals to quarterfinals to finals. Like, they've done it a few times. Why don't they just do that? Have Max Fried and Crochet, whatever, join the team for the finals. Like, they get their normal spring training, and then they get boom. It's 100. The big arch burger is 109 grams of protein. There is no way that's true. There's no way that's true. That's it. How many? I don't know, not calories. How many grams of protein in a big arch burger? No, it's a Big Mac. How many grams of protein in the new McDonald's Big Arch Burger? I feel like I'm just doing a... It's 30 grams of protein, chat. No, it's 53 grams. It's 53 grams. That's still a ton. But it's also over 1,000 calories. Imagine if you had a 100-calorie burger, dude. That'd be crazy. How is it that I'm still 3 pitches behind? I'm about to lose my mind here. I'm just going to do this. F 67 grams of fat. Did not read that far. How many milliseconds in a second, chat? Is it 100? Is it 100 milliseconds in a second? As long as this tourney runs up against the season, you'll continue to have big names decide not to risk it, especially pitchers. Yeah, but at the same time, like, when else could you have it? 1,000? What's an ms? That's a millisecond, right? That has to be a millisecond. All right, well, let's try it then. Let's see how long this takes. Delay. I can only go up to 100. Man, Roman. $37 months for Money Mike Madness. He says Red Sox created a logjam at infield and outfield by getting IKF, Contreras, CM, who I don't know who that is, and Durbin. CM. Who else did they pick up? CM? I have no idea. And Arias. Oh, Monasterio? That's Andrew Monasterio. Arias, Sogard, Romero, and Eaton won't get regular playing time. IKF is a mistake. I don't know. Like, Arias hasn't spent any time in AAA and struggled a bit in AA. So that's kind of tough to be like you're blocking him. And you'd be blocking him anyways with Meyer. What do you want to do? Just play random platoon guys until Arias is ready? That doesn't make sense. Sogard, as much as I love the dude, it shouldn't be a guy you make room for. Romero's another guy who hit, 210, 212 in AAA. Again, as much as I love the guy. And Eaton, you do block him a bit, but this is all good options. These are young players with options. The problem is I feel like we've had so many years now where we're either a non-competitive team or we've been relying so heavily on depth and positional role players to propel the Red Sox to being a good team that we sit there and say, well, wait a second, we're blocking these positional role players. That means you have enough everyday players, right? Which is exactly what you should be looking for. It's like, yeah, do you have too many infielders right now? Yes. Wilson Contreras is a perennial all-star. Trevor Story was your best hitter consistently outside of the month of April or outside of the month of May. Right? Durbin was third in Rookie of the Year voting. Marcelo Meyer was a top 10 prospect. Like, you're in a pretty good position, I'd say there. Carlos Narvaez is one of the best defensive catchers in baseball. Do you have an outfield logjam? Yeah, you do. That's more interesting because all we're talking about here is major league guys. But even then, it's like, yeah, oh no, I've got Jarren Duran, who was an MVP candidate 2 years ago. I've got Cedar Rafael, who just won a gold glove, should have been a platinum glove, and was fantastic. And Will Abreu absolutely pissing on everybody in the WBC, had 25-plus home runs last year and won 2 gold gloves in a row, not to mention Roman Anthony, the face of the franchise, right? There's a difference between a logjam being like, oh no, how are we going to fit Nate Eaton, Yes, Romy Gonzalez is going to be sitting on the bench. That's exactly where he's supposed to be playing. Like, he'll play against lefties. That was what his best was. So what happens from here? You hope that a team bites, I'd imagine. Dude, Venezuela bullpen has 14 innings and 0 earned runs around. Chad, are we cooked? Genuinely. Like, are we cooked? Agreed, Timothy. But that's what I mean, right? Is we got so used to like Pablo Reyes being a cult favorite and like Yu Chang being a cult favorite. It's like you need those guys. Yeah, you need those guys to be depth players. And now you have so many legitimate big league players. You don't need to have, these cult classics come up. Can't really be cooked. That's true. It's only 2 runs. This is still a long ball game. What happened to Edward Bizardo that the Red Sox couldn't figure out? What happened to this guy? He was terrible with the Red Sox. This is Edward Bizardo, right? Or like, remember Dom Smith? It was like he was a big thing. And rightfully, these guys had big moments, but those are not the guys who you should be counting on in these big moments. Yeah, you just need a couple bad pitches here. No, that's not true, Mike. He was better. He was at his best when he was playing consistently against lefties. Most of their pitchers from the MLB. Yeah, I would say a good amount of them. Venezuela, yeah, I would say a good amount of them. The U.S. I think, are all MLB guys. Dude, Bizardo's kind of nasty. Someone's got to be a hero. Not you, Aaron Judge. Someone's got to be a hero. Is it Bryce Terang? Not yet. Roman save us? Yeah, this is where Roman needs to come in here. He's the only one. Well, Terang doesn't have a punchy. Right. Now that your depth's gone from Dom Smith to like Masataka Yoshida, you're in a good place. Or like from, Pablo Reyes and Manuel Valdez to Nate Eaton and Nick Sogard, you're in a good spot. Like, it's fine to be able to hide guys in AAA. This is Edward Bizardo, dude. This was the guy. I can't believe Willie Abreu hit that home run. Do you think Willie Abreu could win WBC MVP? Probably not. Yeah, that's true, Jess. He hit righties too. Let's compare. He hit righties, sure, but let's compare what he did against lefties versus what he did against righties, there, Mike. Again, not terrible against righties. 286 batting average, but only 718 OPS. That's about what Marcelo Meyer gave you with better defense, by the way. Actually, less than what Marcelo Meyer gave you. Against lefties, he had 331 with a 378 on base percentage, a 600 slug. His slugging percentage was 200 points higher against lefties last year. His batting average was 50 points higher. His on base percentage was 60 points higher. And his OPS was 260 points higher against lefties, Mike. He is at his best when he is a lefty killer. Probably goes to Acuna. Man. What are these guys doing? What is that? What those guys had to be paid actors, right? That was the most paid actor we're gonna cut from commercial. You guys act like you're having the best time in the world. Like that was absolutely. You just so happen to find three dudes. One of them in a Team USA hockey jersey, one in a Team USA red baseball jersey, one in a Team USA soccer jersey, and they just so happen to be the cheeriest people in the world, even though the United States is down by 2 runs. I'm so sure, dude. Yeah, Mike, but Romy Gonzalez isn't a catcher. That was a totally mute point you added in there. Means absolutely nothing to the Romy debate. Also, this is, dude, a wild array of pitchers from Red Sox history here. Brad Keller in the WBC championship game in the 6th inning. That's a wild thing to say. Like, again, you told me after, what was that, 23 or 24, Brad Keller? It must have been 24. Brad Keller was on the team. That he would be the dude. I don't even know. Like, I don't go to Whitlock. Like, you can't go to. Please don't go to Whitlock in a 2-0 game. I wonder if they'll bring out that. If Venezuela bring out that closer, dude. That closer was nasty. They got to get some runs on the board here next inning. Bizardo is hittable. As we know from Red Sox fandom, Bizardo is hittable. If anyone's going to be hittable, it's Bizardo. I've decided I'm not looking at the screen. Like I'll look at you guys, chat, but I'm not looking at the screen in general. I've been spoiling the game too much for myself because that scoreboard's so far ahead of things. Can't even torch the manager for this game if the US can't score. You can't even torch the nice pitch, Keller. Wow. It was a great pitch. All right, we got 9-1 and 2 due up. We got Byron Buxton, dog. Witt, dog. Harper. Okay, Harper. Dude, what are those Taco Bell tacos? Street chalupas look like they might be a move. I'm not even gonna lie to you. How is this already back from commercial break? I'm just going on commercial on mine. This is crazy, dude. This is driving me nuts. Can't believe we're having technical difficulties. Just hate to see it. Yeah, well, yeah, I can see PCA's in. 1 second, chat. I'm back. Oh, wait, where's my game stream? I'm sorry, chat. Okay. All right, PCA coming in. We need a little bit of a spark. PCA's been good. I wonder, dude, do you pinch hit for Bregman? Like, low key? Like, as much as Harper is what he is, and I get it, Why are you not starting Goldschmidt, who was a dog against lefties last year in this game? Also, is Goldschmidt back with the Yankees? He is, right? Jeez, Dennis. That was aggressive. It's a baseball game. My God. All right, I got faith at PCA here. I got faith at PCA. Strike one. All right. Dude, how is this entire team cold? How is the entire team cold? How's that even happen? Dude, Willie and Contreras have got to talk all the crap in the world to Rome and Anthony if they win this. Losing is ridiculous. Yeah, it is. But like, my God, they're not millionaire losers. I mean, they are millionaire and they did lose. So I guess you're not wrong. But it was just a funny way of putting it, I suppose. All right, Bobby. If anyone's gonna spark this team, it's got to be you. Have we even seen Will Vest at all this WBC? I don't think I've seen him at all. Yep, Mike, but he didn't hit 300 against righties. He hit over 300 because he was so good against lefties. That's my point. So let him hit 300, but against lefties. Especially when you got a guy like Roman Anthony, or especially like Marcel Meyer. Someone's got to get this started. Bobby Dahlbeck is wicked good in Japan. Has their season started yet? No. Yeah, Harper needs a big hit right here, dude. They look defeated already. They look totally defeated. What was the final score of the Japan US WBC? They scored, right? The US scored a few runs. Where's Trey Turner when you need him? All right, Dennis. Next WBC, you go coach him. Yeah, that's what that. Yeah, monster. That it feels like that's the only thing they can do right now. Like, what do you do? Mike, no one is saying that Romy isn't appreciated, just that Romy's very good at one thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's a below average baseball player at hitting righties. He is one of the top 10 baseball players at hitting lefties. Why should the Red Sox force that guy into the everyday lineup if he's only good against lefties? All right, there we go. Bryce Harper. We're on base. Come on. Bryce Harper, the hard single in the right field. Aaron Judge. This is what we need, right? Just one bad inning. It's going to feel really weird. It's going to feel really weird for me to root for Judge in this moment, but you have to. We got to root for Judge here, chat. no one record this, and we'll never talk about this again. But we are rooting for Aaron Judge in this moment. Good count for him. 0-2. 2-0. Any notion to root for the Judge? All right, just give me Judge double here that gets him to second and third, and then have Schwarber drive in the runs, and then I'll feel good about it. Did you guys see Jose Altuve at the game last night? That was funny. I wonder if he's here again tonight. Roman coaching the team. A bunt? That's what we're excited about? A bunt? No. I'm looking for a double in the gap here, Judge. Man, I'm at least a pitch behind you, 2 pitches behind you guys. Imagine Judge bunts. If Aaron Judge bunts, we have an issue. If Aaron Judge bunts, we have an issue, chat. We need, you know what we need? We need someone at the game that's just broadcasting this to us. 3-1. Dude, we can't, like, HFD. That's like saying, boy, I hate that we got Suarez because he was bad in one game, you know? Can't do that. Judge just watching that sinker down the middle of the zone. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. This is supposed to be our best right-handed hitter of all time. Oh my God, dude. This game might go to like 10:30. This is one of the faster games we've had. 2 hits. Yeah, you can't put Aaron Judge in a high-stress situation, Chad. I take back everything I said. I will never root for him again in a high-stress situation. I just can't do it. Who will I never root for again? Aaron Judge, dude. What are the odds the game comes down to Judge, last batter in the 9th? At this rate, 100%. Right, because it'd be 7. Yeah. What up, Akiko? King, it's been a minute. You changed your profile picture a while ago, so I keep thinking I haven't seen you in a minute, but I feel like you've been here. Like, my God, Aaron Judge, high leverage situations. Get out of here. Team USA looking lackluster. I don't know how to explain it. I think a lot of people have said this before. They don't look like they really want to be here at all. But they do, obviously. It's just a weird... Corbin, I've told people for a few years now as the leaders judges, and I said, yeah, it's been the whole thing. Red Sox, Nate Eaton did more for Great Britain than Judge did for USA. True, at least we got Abreu again this inning. That is true. The U.S. is not striking out a lot right now. It's just crazy, dude. Like how is it already 2-1 on here? This is driving me crazy. The first pitch hasn't even been thrown yet. Did they take Anthony out? No, I don't think so. They better not have. That'd be crazy. Will Vest. No. They didn't take Anthony out. They just said Schwarber, Bregman, Anthony do up. No. Crow came in for PCA came in for, man, Torres has not looked good. Any news on Red Sox moves? Yeah, there was a whole bunch. Excuse me. There was a whole bunch of a lot of burps. Excuse me. There was a whole bunch of roster cuts today, and they made a minor league signing. I don't know what's going on. Am I dying? Yeah, for Buxton. This is a terrible time to get hiccups, chat. And I'm so sorry. Okay. There we go. We're good. At least we get to watch Willie again. Like worst case scenario, Willie Abreu's a hero for Venezuela. Like, could be worse. Let's go, Willie. What do you say, kid? This is the only player I'm cheering for on Venezuela, chat. Yeah, King, yeah. Who cashed in the 2 runs? One of them was a sacrifice fly, and then Willier hit a home run dead center. True. If Wilson Contreras gets in, I will root for him too, but outside of that, come on, Willie. Don't do damage, but get on base. The best thing ever seen or heard was when Lou Merloni says he loves watching Willier play baseball. Oh. He's just a dude, such a good hitter. Yeah, at this point, if Venezuela's going to win, Willier Abreu should hit another one. Oh. Dude, he wound up for that swing, chat. Also, can we talk about Willier Abreu going dead center? How many times last year did he go dead center? Yeah, dude, Willier was an absolute steal. Like, actually huge for Willier. To go dead center field like that, I don't think he had a single home run to dead center field last year. Let me look that up, actually. He might have had like one. Wow, that was close, huh? I mean, he's clearly out, but that was close. Yeah, he didn't hit a single ball out of like dead center field. He got like one or two close, but none of them out. That's a big. All right, now that Willier's gone, we need a couple outs here, boys. Or we need an out here, boy. Yeah, he's definitely slimmer. Speaking of hating on Yankees, a fair ball? Oh, foul. Whew. Speaking of hating the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm did me absolutely dirty. Said Britt was going to shot the world. Yeah, he was, dude. He was. That was unbelievably funny though. Yeah, staying healthy is going to be big for the Sox this year. Offensively is going to be big for the Sox this year. But again, we just talked about the depth, right? Eaton's looked great so far. He's probably going to be a depth piece for you. Mikey's turned some heads this spring. He's going to be a depth piece for you. Sogard, who's not looking good this spring, but has been solid, is a depth piece for you. You've got Casas coming back. You've got Romy coming back. Like if someone goes down, like you have, the only problem would be if like Roman went down or Willier went down for a long time. Someone catch that, please. Thank you. All right. Can Schwarber, Bregman, and Anthony get the bats going? Meyer with his soreness. I mean, what drives me crazy is that people automatically are like, oh, this softy, this guy's made of glass. This is like, that's such a typical spring training thing, guys. Knock on wood. You know what I mean? Like, that happens every spring training as guys take days off. And the only reason it's even a news story is because it's Marcelo Meyer. If it was say Don Rafaela, who was out with a little bit of knee soreness and was back in the game 2 days later, you wouldn't even blink twice about it. But it's just because it's Meyer, and he's been sort of front and center this spring. And to be honest with you, the only reason Meyer's really been front and center this spring is because there's no other drama going on this spring. Like, it feels like the fifth spot in the rotation's ironed out. It feels like, for the most part, we have an understanding of what the bullpen's going to be with. He hasn't got a contract like Campbell or Anthony. Yeah, but like that shouldn't be like, but it's a constant with him. No, it's not. But that's the problem. Like, this is what I'm talking about. People are equating his season-ending injuries with him being sore in spring training. Like, Story's been sore. He's been playing like 3 or 4 games. No one's talked about it. Narvaez has been sore. He missed a couple of games. No one's talking about it. Connor Wong was sore. He missed a couple of games. No one's talking about it. Campbell missed a couple of games. No one knows why. Imagine it's probably soreness somewhere. Nobody's talking about it. This is my point. Right? And to be fair, all of those guys have also had injuries in the past. Campbell's had injury. That kind of ruined his 2020. Well, a lot of things ruined his 2025 season, but that was part of it. Wong has struck out, or Wong had injuries. Mr. Money Mike Madness with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Mike. We appreciate you. So when's the next interview on Red Sea Radio on someone else's channel? I'll be honest with you guys. We can have a conversation during this break here. I've reached out to a lot of people. I've had conversations with a lot of people. I've had a lot of people tell me that they are going to come on this podcast or this show, especially live streams. A couple of people want to do live streams. No one has followed up. So as much as I'd love to get people on here, I got to get people to respond first. And I'm not going to be one of those people that's like begging people to come on. You know, I've done it by myself for 3-4 years now. I might as well keep doing it by myself. I did one for Talk Sox. Yeah, that's people reaching out to me. If someone reaches out, I'd love to come on their podcast. Me and Robbie have been talking about going on each other's stuff. I've been on Robbie's a couple of times. We've been trying to figure out him coming on my live stream for a while, man. Just never works out. We'll get there eventually, though. I'd love to have Robbie on. It's fun to see all the games, but with so many MLB players on the rosters, I'm not particularly rooting for the team that says USA on their shirt. You just want the Red Sox to do well. That was kind of me for most of this. Now, I just want to see a good game. Like, USA's rolling over and dying right now. I need to see them actually do something. This is gonna be a tough matchup for Anthony. But if Anthony anyone can handle it, it's Roman Anthony. That could have been a strike. 2-2 on Schwarber. Man, that just made Schwarber look ugly. Bregman, we need you here, dude. We need anyone. We need hits. Yeah, that's what I mean, Tom. Like, just give me a game, you know? Like, get my heart racing. I don't even know what polymarket is. It's a betting app? Oh. Like, yeah, obviously more people are going to be betting on Venezuela right now than United States. That doesn't mean much to me. All right, Bregman. Not starting Gunner is blasphemy. I don't know, dude. Gunner was, yeah, I guess you're right. Bregman's been kind of terrible. Gunner's at least had big moments. He did not prove you wrong. I don't know, Easy. Yeah, that was tough, dude. That was tough. Per usual, it's up to Roman Anthony, isn't it? Anthony with a solo shot to get the crowd going would be huge. When's the next members only call-in special? I'm figuring that out. I might do something different for the call-ins. Whoa, what are we doing throwing at Anthony like that? Hey, that's my star hitter, player. What do you want to say? Everything. That's my star. Keep the ball away from his rib cage, please, and thank you. You could strike him out. Just do not put it on his rib cage. Great eye. Elite eye from Roman Anthony. Can Will Smith do anything? All right. Just an absolute elite at-bat from Roman Anthony here. Imagine a Will Smith homer right here. That'd feel real good, wouldn't it? Dude, Cal Raleigh's been terrible this WBC. I don't know what you're talking about. His swing will come around, brother. There's 2 innings left. What do you mean his swing will come around? They don't have time to let it come around. Will Smith hasn't sniffed the ball. Didn't Will Smith have like 25 last year? Like, Will Smith isn't exactly. I don't know if you should really be dying on the hill that Will Smith isn't sniffing baseballs right now. He had 17 home runs last season. For a catcher, that's pretty good. And in the WBC, let's talk about the WBC here. Let's take a peek, shall we? Will Smith is hitting 300 this WBC with a 785 OPS. Let's see what Cal's doing. Let's see what Cal's up to. Oops. Let's see. Let's just take a peek, shall we? He has 0 hits and a 357 OPS. Singles aren't going to win this, brother. Anything's going to win this. Literally, the United States just needs something here, you know? Yeah, but the problem is, like, Raleigh's going to have to, like, randomly run into one. It is pretty funny we only have 2 hits right now, actually. I'm going to laugh so hard if he goes yard here. If Will Smith ties this game, Ike Cooks is getting banned. When Paul Skeen become a free agent? 2029, I think we figured out. Skip put out the hottest roster, brother. Have you been watching any of the WBC? Cal Raleigh's look terrible. You're safe for now, like. Dude, no one is saying Will Smith is better than Cal Raleigh. My point is, right now, Will Smith is the hotter hitter. And if you're trying to win a game with only 7 games here, you take the hotter hitter. Who do you even put into from the bullpen now? I was at a few of the games in Houston, and can't confirm Cal has been asked. Yeah. We're going to have to disagree, brother. Brother, there's no disagreeing. Will Smith has been the better player this WBC than Cal Raleigh has been. There's no debating that. It's just a statistical fact. Whitlock for the 7th. I think you go Whitlock for the 8th and 9th if you need him. Yes, he did hit. No one's saying he didn't hit 60 last year. Like, no, I'm not debating that. What's up, Joey? It's like it's the same argument with Bryce Harper. Like, Bryce Harper's a better player than Paul Goldschmidt, but like Bryce Harper's been, although he does have a hit tonight, but been buns before that. Like, I would have started Goldschmidt. USA selling, dude. USA has sold. USA is up for sale right now. But USA is sitting in a used car lot trying to sell a 2002 Nissan Sentra. That's what they're doing right now. True, Joey. You have done that before. Yeah, we need to get Roman up before this game's over. Tough part is it's going to be hard for him to get up. Mike's running through his stand-up routine right now. It'll be Judge. Dude, low key, if the United States does nothing, it's going to be Judge for that final out, isn't it? Griffin Jacks, you called it. He's been good. Where's he pitching now? Is he still with Minnesota? No, he got traded, right? Where is he? Where is he? Where's Griffin Jax playing? Or did they trade him? Rays? Oh, dude, of course he's with the Rays. Oh. Genuinely, of course he is. A reliever I like, Rays, dude. God damn it. Kind of love that Willier's been able to spend a ton of time with Wilson Contreras. That's good though. What's wrong with the Rays? The Rays just make me so mad. Especially pitching wise, the Rays just frustrate me, dude. I don't hate anyone on that team. Although Yandy Diaz, I'm not a huge fan of. But like, man, they just frustrate me. Was it look at this is the guy that you're gonna be facing in like this because you know the Rays are gonna bloop you to death. It's gonna be like 4-3 in the 7th inning, 8th inning, and in comes Griffin Jax, dude. He's just nasty. Like he's disgusting. Which is good for us right now. But I'm saying during the regular season, like, my God, we have to deal with this all year long. One thing that stood out to me in this WBC is I haven't been like super in depth in Bobby Witt Jr. Like I see the highlights, obviously. This dude is just an unnatural superhuman mutant freak at shortstop, dude. He literally has superpowers at shortstop. Everything that gets hit to him, it's a surefire out. Like, and I knew that statistically coming into this WBC, but to see it like game to game, like you would a Royals fan, has been unbelievable, dude. It's just been unbelievable. Like he's so good over there. That's my pick for MVP this season, by the way, Bobby. I think he figures something out. Who's coming in? Who's number 34? No one's saying no one's saying worse than the Yankees, dude. It's just the Rays have a particular brand of baseball they always beat you with, and it's been unbelievable. And it's just like the perfect. Griffin Jax is the perfect player. This is what I mean, right? You know those Rays games where it's like the Red Sox pitch well, but for some reason they get blooped to death. Like it's just like BABIP balls that sneak in the outfield. All of a sudden it's 3-0. The Red Sox come back. It's 2-3. And you're like, all right, here we go, boys. Here we go. You finally get to the starter because the Rays always have good pitching. And then out of the bullpen in the 8th inning comes Griffin Jackson. You're like, who is this guy? And all of a sudden he's putting up 3 strikeouts in the heart of your order. It's just what the Rays do. It's just like, of course that guy's there. Yeah, cockroaches of baseball, dude. They literally just it does not matter who they have on their team. They're gonna BABIP the Red Sox, and they're gonna put out good bullpen arms. It's just what they do. It's nothing to do with the New York Yankees. So the Yankees weren't even brought up in this conversation. What are you doing, Easy? Take that off. Yeah, and then they'll trade him away, and he's just not good anymore. There are some exceptions. Terrain gonna save us. Torres need it. No, not this year. I think, Dave. I think both the A's and the Rays are still in their spring training stadiums, but the Rays got approved to rebuild build a new Tropicana in Tampa. No Yankee caps? Hell yeah. The Trop is fixed? I thought that no. I thought they were building a new one in Tampa. I low-key kind of liked playing the Rays at Steinbrenner. They should have 10 runs right now. From where? These guys have done nothing. From who? Who's giving them the runs? The Rays are moving to Jacksonville. Yeah, the Jacksonville Rays. From the Avengers lineup? Yeah, they should, but no one's looked like they can put up any runs. They revoked that deal after. No. Recently it just got approved, I thought. The new owners are not moving him to Jacksonville, dude. I will say the logo was better. I thought it all fell through when the Trop roof fell. It did, but I think they just got reapproved. That's my point. I literally think like a couple of weeks ago it got reapproved. All right, so it's 9-1, and then it's what 2, 3, and 4. We didn't get Bregman that contract again, guys. It's so like the WBC can be a catalyst for a good season. It could also mean absolutely nothing for your season. Bobby, our world turns its lonely eyes to you. Somebody give us a spark. Somebody give us some life. Venezuela is beating us into the ground. We're up to here, dude. Our nose is underwater. We're holding our breath. We just Palacios, isn't it? Palacios, that dog who's in Venezuela wants this more. They're gonna throw this guy. I don't know who else you would throw. What a boring WBC conclusion. Yeah, this genuinely has been kind of a boring game. All right, Harper. Shout out, will you? Yeah, true. This is what makes me happy, right? Like at the end of the day, USA losing. This is just a kind of embarrassing game for them if they lose. But Willier was one of the deciding factors here. All right, we got a man on base. Let's see what Harper can do here. Bobby, dude, Salvador Perez, like this should be a guy you should run on, I think. Bryce Harper, hey, he hit the ball well last time. Let's see. Like he's looked bad this tournament, but that last hit he had looked pretty good. Maybe this is him figuring something out. I don't know. What does this guy have tattooed on his ear there? All right, Bryce. Show us you're still in there, my guy. Did Bryce Harper play in the 2023? No, right? I'm so behind. I haven't seen it yet. But it's the bottom of the 8th inning of Bryce Harper. The moment we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. It's high. It's deep. It's dead center field. Oh my God. The moment we've been waiting for. Of course, it's not Aaron Judge. It's Bryce Harper, the true captain of the United States. But we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Could this set up a bottom of the ninth? Could this set up a bottom of the ninth? Roman Anthony walk-off home run. Have we thought about this, chat? Judge in a high leverage situation. Let's see how it goes, huh? Let's see how Aaron Judge does in the high leverage situation. We got a brand new ball game here, folks. This just turned into an absolutely monster baseball game. Judge just stared 94 fastball down the pipe. If Roman walks it off, Roman for WBC. Dude, if Roman walks this off, I might throw up. Like, actually throw up. Like, you will see me throw up. Also, Judge trying to be like, hey, calm down. Calm down. What are we doing here? Let this boy loose. Let the goose loose. Dude, Aaron Judge might actually be kind of terrible. Like, Bryce Harper comes up, ties the game. Aaron Judge just, what are we doing? Aaron Judge is 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Put Gunnar Henderson in, dude. I mean, genuinely, what are we doing? Like, my God. Who's at the pitch? Whitlock? Yeah, it is Whitlock. Yeah, there has to be extras in They can't end in a tie, dude. It's such a weird game when a team wakes up in the 8th. Yeah, but now, chat. Bear with me here. Whitlock. Okay, chat, you ready for this? Whitlock closes out the 9th. Hold on. Ready? Whitlock closes out the 9th. We've got Schwarber 4. We've got Bregman 5. And we've got Roman Anthony 6. Let me walk you through this. Even if let's say Whitlock gives up 1 run here. We are in the heart of the Venezuelan order. Schwarber walks. Bregman strikes out. Roman Anthony to the moon to win this thing. I would genuinely throw up. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, dude. Anthony walk-off grand slam. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've seen that Budweiser commercial so much. I'm starting to want a Budweiser. Like it's working, dude. You're no longer bored? Yeah, no longer a boring game. That's for sure. Let's go Wit, huh, kid? Ghost runner next innings? I don't think so. Hey Wit. Hey Wit. Are we all right there, dude? He's only throwing 93 too. I don't like this at all. There is ghost runner extras. Okay. See, I don't love that. I mean, that was a good pitch. That was a good pitch that he walked on there. That was a good pitch. Oh, Whitlock, please, dude. All right, Whitlock, in the zone, brother. They can't touch you. Come on. Dude, Whitlock, what is going on, dude? 92 on the sinker? I don't like that one bit, chat. I don't like that one bit. If he's not nervous. Wow. Oh, they're challenging it. He's safe by a mile. Unless he popped off at any point, which it doesn't look like he did. That's what I'm saying. That is definitely not worth a challenge. But he's like, worth a challenge. No, it's not. Stuck in JFK Airport? Well, luckily you can get yourself a little bit of a... At least you get a little bit of the WBC in. What do you mean, man? There's absolutely no way this gets overturned. Dude, Witt needs a strikeout real bad here. Witt needs a strikeout real bad. Or a pop fly, maybe. Like, not a fly ball, just a pop fly. There we go. Give me one more. Dude, he just... Oh, no. No, dude, not like this. Not Whitlock, dude. Why? Yeah. Why could it be David Bednar, dude? Anyone but Whitlock, brother. Is Mason Miller hurt? No, he went 20 pitches, so they didn't want him to go again. Whoever he's I don't think you can let Whitlock finish the inning. I don't think you can do it. Like I think you got to give him, maybe this batter and then pull him. You got to get whoever Trevor Rogers or whoever up and ready in the pen, but like I don't think you can. Willier versus I hope it doesn't happen, dude. That'd be terrible. Like Witt's got to get it out here, brother. The stadium is rocking, I'll give it that. Stadium is definitely rocking. Like Witt's sitting like 93 to 95. Like that's not Whitlock, dude. He's like 96, 97. All right, well, we'll take the first out. Now you're pulling him, right? You got to pull him. Yeah. Damn, Wit. We get Tyler Rogers in here. Dude, you still have to get 2 outs. And you got Willier coming up, too. Red Sox fans worse tonight. I don't know, dude. Like, the difference right now is Willier Braves' home run. Ugh, that just ruined my night. Willier hit his first home run in the tournament off of a high fastball. What was the pitch that he got to hit out tonight? Yeah, his velo was down from the get-go. I don't know what was going on. As long as he's healthy, I feel like I'm fine with it, but yeah, he was at like 92, 93. Dude, if he's injured, I'm going to be heated. Doesn't look like he was injured. It looks like he was just tired. Ugh. The only good news about this is it does set up a Roman Anthony potential walk-off. That's all I'm saying. We did have this conversation right before the ninth inning. I said, even if Whitlock gives up a run, because Venezuela was good. I said those exact words. We've got Roman. Hungover. Why would he be hungover? Whitlock, there's no way Whitlock was hungover. Who's the closer? Palencios. He's really good. That a Red Sox repairs it? True. All roads lead to Roman. The noblest Roman of them all. What are we reviewing? He clearly touched third base. Like, what are we reviewing here? Just very clearly, he touched the base. Yeah. Okay. That was U.S. who challenged that? Oh, Lord. Wilyer Abreu, baby. They're intentionally walking Wilyer? No way. The GOAT, dude. They intentionally walked Wilyer Abreu. That's unbelievable. Literally Barry Bonds. They just Barry Bonds Wilyer Abreu, dude. They literally Barry Bonds. How often does that happen, dude? No, big game Bregman did not show up tonight. To be fair, the only person that showed up tonight was Bryce Harper. But the Red Sox have no power. True. All right. 3 outs. 3 former Red Sox. 1 current Red Sox. Schwarber, Bregman, Roman with the WBC on the line. Palencios is going to be coming in for sure. I'm nervous, chat. I want Roman to get up with a chance to win this thing, dude. So bad. Like, I want him to get up with a chance to do this so bad. Need a Schwarber. A Schwarber would be cool too, but I need Roman to get up with a chance to win this so bad. My God, brother, you ever positive? I mean, genuinely. This is a chance. This is a chance for Roman to cement himself as a national hero, and you're like, man, the Red Sox are gonna be the last out. Like, let's just watch and see what happens. Also, what is this? What is this? What is this flag football with Tom Brady? Joe Burrow's in this? What is this? Hey, Wilson Contreras is in the game. Let's go. This guy is a demon. That's odd, Bobby. Roman Anthony can't be Rookie of the Year next year, unfortunately, but he can be MVP. Wilson Contreras spotted. All right, Gunnar Henderson, huge. Finally, get him in the game. For Bregman, wow. Goes to show. Come on, Kyle. You have such a great name. How do you feel about Ranger? I'm pretty excited for him. We'll see how he does during the season. I'm more interested to see if he's ready to go for opening day. He only got 2 starts in WBC. There were only a couple innings. He's only had 4 starts total in spring training altogether. He'll probably get, one more before the season starts? I'm a little bit interested about that. But I think overall this season he'll be solid. We don't need him to be an ace, you know? We just need him to be like a very good 3-2, somewhere in there. So Schwarber's going to get out here. Dude, Venezuela low-key. Venezuela low-key, cool story. Like, not going to lie. Sucks, but cool story. Henderson scares me, dude. This game over? Not yet. But Palencios is a demon. Oh my God, it all comes down to Roman Anthony. I'm not even, chat. Once Roman Anthony gets up, I'm not looking at you. My God. Don't. Please don't let it be like this. Okay. Of course it's up to Roman Anthony. Of course it's up to Roman Anthony. They had so many chances tonight to actually get there. Like the top of this order did nothing the entire night. So of course it comes down to Roman Anthony. Ball 1. I'm gonna narrate where I'm at so you guys can understand what I'm feeling right now. It's 1-0. The pitch. That was an iffy strike on the outside corner. They didn't give it to Whitlock. They're gonna give it to Palencia though. Oh God, come on. Man, this is intense. I'll give him that. Of course he's got to tie his shoe, dude. Are we serious? Right in the middle of this? Right in the middle of maybe the most intense moment we've had in a very long time. He needs to tie his shoe. Okay, dude. That was a pitch to hit. You just need to get him on base here, boys. My God. This can't come down to Roman. Just don't strike out, brother. Wow. Wow. Of course it came down to Roman, dude. But shout out Venezuela. Hey, to be fair, that was my pick to win the tournament at the beginning of this thing. Everyone said I was crazy. That was my pick to win it. Dude, Judge, by the way, Judge going 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts isn't crazy. Is crazy. True. Roman's saving his bullets for Whitlock's saving his bullets for the US or the Red Sox. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I mean, to be fair, it was a good game, man. It was a good game. I'm happy for Willier. I'm happy for Wilson. I'm happy for Ranger Suarez. Like, genuinely. It sucks that Roman was the last out, and it sucks that Whitlock had to be leaned on so much to and he ends up giving up that run. But like, this is a win-win for Red Sox fans. Like, could have been worse, right? Could have been worse. Man, just an all-around tough U.S. game for the Red Sox, I'll be honest. Now the U.S. gets to watch Venezuela get their trophy, huh? It's their first WBC. It's their first WBC. Well, championship, I should say. Let me rephrase that. Championship, I should say. But Willier Abreu. Yeah, Willier Abreu. Let's go, Willie. Let's go, Contreras. Let's go, Suarez. Let's go. Yeah, this was huge for this. You know what this tournament was? It was huge for the game, man. I get it. U.S. lost. You know, the Red Sox had some tough moments for the U.S. side of things for sure. But, like, this was huge for the game of baseball. So many amazing moments in this tournament. You got to love it. And now, chat, this officially means it's Red Sox season, baby. 1 week and 2 days is Red Sox opening day. We'll be live right here. Right here. With an opening day, we'll do a pregame for members, and then we're going to be live for the actual opening day stream. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to have a grand old time here. But I appreciate you guys hanging out in chat, man. It was a great time. It was a great time to hang out with you guys. I think this was a ton of fun. Little over 3 hours tonight. We had ourselves a blast. The perfect lead-in to Red Sox opening day. Hopefully, it ends up a little bit better. A little bit better than the United States did tonight. But I'm happy. I'm happy with this team. I'm excited for this team, and I can't wait to cover it all with you guys. But I appreciate y'all being here for this fun stream, and I'll see you all in the red seats.